6 boring businesses that always make millionaires. 90% success rate. Let's start with something uncomfortable. Most millionaires are not flashy. They're not influencers. They're not crypto geniuses. They're not day traders. They own boring businesses. Unsexy, predictable, repetitive. The kind of businesses nobody brags about at parties. And that's exactly why they work. Today, I'm going to break down 6 boring businesses that quietly create millionaires over and over again. Not because they're exciting, but because they solve constant, everyday problems. And here's the truth. Boring businesses win because demand never disappears. Let's get into it. First, understand this principle. Wealth is built on repetition, not excitement. The more predictable the demand, the more predictable the income. Trendy businesses spike. Boring businesses compound. Now let's talk about number 1. Business number 1, laundromats. Nobody dreams of owning a laundromat, but everyone needs clean clothes. Apartments, college students, travelers. Cities are full of people without washers and dryers. A laundromat is simple. Machines, location, utilities, maintenance. Once set up, it runs on routine. Customers come weekly, coins go in, margins stack slowly. It's not glamorous, but it's consistent cash flow, and consistency builds wealth. Business number 2, car washes. Think about it. Cars get dirty every single week. Rain, dust, mud, snow. And people don't want to wash cars themselves anymore. Subscription-based car washes are quietly powerful. Monthly memberships, low labor, high volume. One good location near traffic can produce steady, predictable revenue. Again, boring, but demand never stops. Business number 3, plumbing and HVAC. This is where real money hides. When pipes burst, people panic. When air conditioning fails in summer, price becomes secondary. Emergency services command premium rates. Plumbing and HVAC businesses often grow through reputation, referrals, contracts, maintenance plans. You don't need millions to start, but you do need skill, reliability, and licensing. These businesses scale through teams, and because problems never disappear, the money doesn't either. Business number 4, storage units. People accumulate stuff, and they don't like to throw it away. Self-storage is one of the most predictable real estate plays. Low staffing requirements, automated payments, long-term tenants. Once built, operational costs are relatively low. And when the economy dips, storage demand often increases because people downsize but don't downsize their belongings. It's quiet, it's steady, it builds wealth slowly. Business number 5, waste management. Trash. Nobody wants to think about it, but everyone produces it. Residential contracts, commercial contracts, construction debris. Waste collection companies often dominate local markets. Once routes are established, switching providers becomes inconvenient, which creates recurring revenue, and recurring revenue builds millionaires. It's not exciting, but it's essential. Business number 6, property maintenance. Not owning property, maintaining it. Landscaping, roof repair, painting, cleaning services. Properties constantly need upkeep. HOAs, apartment complexes, commercial buildings. Maintenance is ongoing, and recurring service contracts create predictable income. This business wins because neglect is expensive. Owners would rather pay regularly than face large repairs later. Now, let's address the 90% success rate idea. It's not magic. These businesses succeed at higher rates because they solve necessary problems. They operate in established markets. They rely on repeat customers. They're not trend-dependent. There's no viral phase, no sudden crash, just steady demand. But here's the part nobody tells you. Boring businesses require discipline. They require showing up when it's not exciting, managing operations, handling customers professionally. You don't get dopamine hits, you get steady deposits, and that's the trade-off. Another key principle: boring businesses scale through systems. Once you document processes, train employees, and standardize service, you remove yourself from daily chaos. Owners who become millionaires don't work harder forever. They build systems that work without them. Let's talk about margins. Boring industries often have less competition from inexperienced entrepreneurs. Why? Because most people chase trends. That leaves room for operators who focus on service and consistency. Less hype equals less noise. Less noise equals opportunity. Now, you might be thinking, these businesses sound like work. Exactly. Wealth usually looks like work in the beginning. But here's the difference. You're building assets. A laundromat with positive cash flow has resale value. A plumbing company with contracts has resale value. A storage facility with occupancy has resale value. You're not just earning income, you're building something sellable. And that's how many owners reach 7 figures. Another important factor: recession resistance. People still wash clothes, they still fix pipes, they still throw away trash. During uncertain times, essential services survive, and survival in business is powerful. Let's also talk about competition. You don't need to be the biggest, you need to be reliable. Answer calls, show up on time, communicate clearly. In boring industries, basic professionalism beats flashy marketing, and trust compounds faster than trends. Now, here's the mindset shift. Stop asking, what's the fastest way to get rich? Start asking, what problem will exist 20 years from now? Clean clothes, working plumbing, safe property, waste removal. Human needs don't change quickly, and that stability is where wealth hides. Does this mean these businesses are easy? No. They require capital, planning, compliance, and effort, but they don't require luck. They require execution, and execution is controllable. If you're serious about building wealth, study industries nobody brags about. Visit them, ask owners questions, understand cost structures. Most millionaires next door own businesses you drive by without noticing. That's the point. Let's recap. Laundromats, car washes, plumbing and HVAC, storage units, waste management, property maintenance. None are glamorous, all are necessary, and necessity creates demand. Demand creates cash flow. Cash flow builds assets. Assets build millionaires. The opportunity isn't in excitement, it's in consistency. It's in solving real problems for real people every single day. While everyone else chases trends, you can build something stable. And stability over time is what creates wealth. If this changed how you think about business, good, because sometimes the smartest move is choosing boring. Thanks for listening, and remember, the quiet businesses often make the loudest money.